Hello, you guys. So, let me tell you guys something. Stuccoing an entire house is probably one of the craziest things I've ever had to do. I've repaired stucco before because I was in a remodeling company, but going from repairing a small section to stuccoing an entire house, yeah, that was a like a whole different story. So, I know the whole point of being an owner builder is to save money, and I honestly did not have the money to hire a professional stucco crew, so I had to do what I had to do. And this was definitely one of those projects where I was having a mental battle with myself the entire time. My mind was saying, keep going, you got this, you can do it, while my body was saying, girl, let's stop. Because it was a lot of labor, moving the ladder, moving the buckets, making the mud, making platforms around the house because there's trenches and it's uneven. And I also am trying to find a job, which honestly feels like a full-time job in itself. There were definitely like moments when I questioned myself, obviously, and wondered if I've taken on more than I could handle. And like every time I finished another section, I felt like, okay, I got this. Okay, I'm proud of myself. All right. And it's not perfect. um, and it's not going to look like a professional did it, but because I did it, it's pretty cool, you know? Section by section, I was getting closer to the finish line. And at this point, my goal wasn't perfection. I just wanted to get this house looking good enough to paint. And honestly, realizing that I was capable of doing something I've never, ever done on this scale before made me extremely proud of myself. I'm forever grateful for Nicole and Nick. They helped me out more than they knew. This house was definitely been teaching me that sometimes you have to just keep going, even when the body's tired, even when the mind is overwhelmed, even when you're questioning everything. One section at a time. This is how we're getting this house done. So, there's going to be a lot of stuccoing in the next couple of episodes. Just bear with me. It took me a long time, but I did it. I did it, and I'm doing it. So next up was the insulation, and I was expecting a crew, but it was only one guy working by himself. He was super kind, got started right away, and I was honestly very impressed with how quickly he got the job done. He insulated the entire house in just one day, which I wasn't expecting. One thing I really liked about this work was that it didn't just throw the insulation in and call it a day. Around the plumbing and electrical areas where there were openings, he used foam to seal everything up properly, which I really appreciate seeing the extra attention to detail. And I have to say, I was curious to see how much of a difference the insulation will make the road noise. My house is really close to the road, so I honestly thought it was still going to be pretty loud inside. But once the insulation was installed, I could feel like a big difference. The house just felt different and quieter and more enclosed and just like not a construction site. So I was really happy with the results. It was definitely one of those moments where I could finally start seeing how all of these different stages were coming together and making the house feel like home. Hi, you guys. So it's finally drywall time, and I hired somebody. I could have done it, but I don't have the time. And so it was a good price because they're going to do, they're going to hang it up, mud it, and then texturize it, which I think is fantastic. So I can't wait to see it. And with the insulation in, because I'm by the road, I was kind of worried about the noise, but I think the drywall will even make it less noise. But I'm really happy with the results. I'm like almost there. I'm so ready to be done. And yeah, I'm just thankful. So this is my first time how long seeing a drywall crew come in and drywall an entire house in person. I've seen plenty of videos online, but seeing the process happening right in front of me was completely different. I learned a lot by just watching them work, and it gave me a whole new appreciation for drywall stage of construction. There's actually a lot more that goes into it than you might think. And of course, one of the biggest things I was happy about was the price. We were able to get the labor and the materials at a great deal for 1,444 square foot home. So while I was like over there fighting my own battles with the stucco, I was also getting a free lesson in drywall. This is like the pros of being an owner builder, is I can, you know, do stuff on my own house, but also like learn from the other different trades along the way. But I was pretty happy with what they did. It was very quick. I mean, I think it was like maybe 5 days, maybe 6 days, like in total. So I'm very grateful, and I can't wait for you guys to see the final results. So I know this episode is not long, but next episode is painting. Woo! I'm excited. My mother's going to help me. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Thank you for the support and your patience. I'm trying to get these episodes going again. So thank you. Bye.